Now, so in the last session, we have discussed about the profiles, and we have discussed what exactly a profile, what is the use, and how many types of profiles are available in Salesforce, and what a profile contains generally, we have discussed. So that already we have discussed, when coming to the profile, profile is nothing but a component which will be acting as a mediator between the user and the organization. Okay? Profile is a mediator component between the user and the organization. So in this case, whenever we are going to be adding a new user inside the organization, every user should be associated with a profile. Why? Because upon creating that user inside the organization, in my organization, we are having so many features are available, so many applications, so many objects, so many tabs, so many fields, so many page layouts, so many record types, so many other custom functionalities and standard functionalities are available. So from these features, which features can be accessible by this particular user, I would like to decide. In some cases, I need to control the visibility of these features also. Sometimes I need to grant the permissions on some more features. Sometimes I need to remove the permissions from some of the existing features also. In this case here, in order to maintain that controlling mechanism, we are going to be introducing a mediator component between the user and the organization that is called as a profile. That already we have discussed here in the last session. Now, so when coming to the profile, so now when coming to the profile, profile is acting as a mediator between the user and the organization. Let me show you that. Now, so now when coming to the profile, profile is acting as a mediator between the user and the organization. So inside my organization, I'm having so many features are available. So from these features, which features can be accessible by the user 1, and which features can be accessible by the user 2, user 3, user 4, and user 5. So instead of making everything to be get visible to the people, depends upon our requirement, we can restrict the visibility of the features for each and every user by introducing a mediator component called as profile. So that here the profile will decide, okay, what operations this user can perform inside my organization. That means profile decides what applications he can access, what objects he can access, what tabs he can access, what fields he can access, what page layouts he can access. Each and everything will be decided by the profile itself. So inside that profile, we can able to specify what features can be accessible by this particular user. Okay? Now, in this case, simply in one sentence, we can say, when coming to the profile, profile decides what operations the user can perform inside my Salesforce.com organization. Okay, from these available features, which features can be accessible by the user 1, this will be decided by the profile here. So that whenever we are going to be creating a user record, every user should be associated with a profile. In that profile, we can specify what permissions he can able to have, what features he can able to access, that we can specify all these permissions inside that profile level. Okay, now, in this case here, we are going to be allocating a profile to each and every user. So that here, upon creating a user record, we need two things are mandatory. First one is a profile, second one is a license. These are the two things are required. Without any one of these two, we can't create the user record in Salesforce here. Okay, without any one of this, it may be license also, it may be profile also. Without the license or without the profile, we can't create the user record in Salesforce. So that here, every user should be associated with a profile, and every user should be associated with a license also. Okay, so one license cannot be assigned to the multiple users. Okay, one license cannot be assigned to the multiple users, and then one user should not be having multiple licenses. Okay, a user should be associated with only one license. User to license, we are having one-to-one association. Okay, we'll see practically also over here. Okay, now in this case here, for example, I have created a profile, some profile 1. In this profile 1, we have granted the permissions only on the standard functionalities here. Standard applications I am enabling, standard objects, standard tabs, standard fields, I would like to make it visible to the user, so that I have created the profile 1, and this profile 1 I have assigned to that user 1 here. Now user 1 can able to access only the standard features, okay, which we have enabled inside our organization. Suppose, for example, inside my team, one more member has joined, that is user 2. Now he is also with the same designation. He is also having the same role. He is also having the same years of experience. So in this case here, he is also the member of my team. So in this case, for this user also, I would like to grant the access on the same features. So at that time, instead of creating one more profile with the same permissions, we can assign the same profile to that another user also. That possibility is available to you. Okay? So now here in this case, whatever the profile that we have created, the same profile can be assigned to the multiple users also. That possibility is available to you. Okay. So now when coming to the profile contains a set of permissions which can be assigned to one or more number of users. Association is very, very important. Okay. Association is very, very important here. So now in this case, whatever the profiles that we have, all the profiles information will be storing inside profile object. Profile is a standard object in Salesforce in which all the profiles information will be getting resides. And whatever the users you are going to create, all the users information will be storing inside your user object here. So in this case here, user to profile, we are having one-to-one association. And profile to user, we are having one-to-many association is available here. Okay? Association is very, very important between these objects. Now, so now whenever we are going to be creating the profile, each and every profile should be associated with a license type. Okay? Don't consider the number of licenses over here. Consider the license type. Okay, license type. We are having the various types of licenses in Salesforce. Yesterday we have discussed, like Salesforce license, platform license, customer community license, charter free license, like that. So many types of licenses available in Salesforce. Now, whenever we are going to be creating a profile, every profile will be associated with a license type. Now here in this case, we are having that 5 Salesforce licenses are available. So now I am creating a profile which is of type Salesforce license type. Okay, Salesforce license type, I am creating one profile over here. And then I'm creating one more profile, also profile 2. This is also of type Salesforce license type. One more profile over here, Salesforce license type itself here. These are the 3 profiles we have configured. In this case, each and every profile should be associated with a license type, and with one license type, we can create the multiple profiles also. That possibility is available over here. Okay? Clear? Now. So now here in this case, when coming to that profile decides what operations the user can perform inside my organization. So in this case here, how can we use this profile? How can we assign these profiles to the users? Now let's see. Whenever we are using that profile, Salesforce has given 2 types of profiles to you by default. One is the standard profiles. Second one is custom profiles. Then what do you mean by standard profile? What do you mean by custom profile over here? Standard profiles in the sense, ready-made profiles. These are the ready-made profiles which has been given by Salesforce by default, okay, which we can able to assign to the users. But if I'm assigning the standard profiles to the user, then there are some problems will be getting arised. So what are those problems? Whatever the standard profile has been given by Salesforce, all the features or all the options inside the standard profiles cannot be editable. Okay, standard profiles are not fully editable. These can be customizable up to some extent only. All the options inside the standard profile cannot be editable. We can't enable, we can't disable all the features available inside that standard profile. Only a few options can be editable to you. Remaining options are purely read-only state, so which we can't enable, which we can't disable also. In this case here, it is not suggestible to assign the standard profiles to your users. So Salesforce is purely recommending to that Salesforce developers. They're purely recommending to the Salesforce developers and the Salesforce administrators, don't assign the standard profile to the users. Please create your own custom profile, then assign that custom profile to your users. Why? Because standard profiles are not fully editable. These are not fully customizable. These can be customizable up to some extent only. Only few options can be editable. Remaining options can't be editable to you here. So if you want to grant the feature, permission on that feature, if that option is not editable, then you can't grant the permission to that user. So that don't assign that standard profile to your users. Please create your own custom profile, and custom profiles will be creating by you. So you are the owner of that custom profile. You will be having the full control on that profile, and you will be having the rights to edit each and every option available inside that. So that here, please create your own custom profile and assign that custom profile to your users. So in future, if you don't want this custom profile, if you are not using this custom profile anywhere inside your organization, then you have the rights to remove that custom profile from your organization. That possibility is available to you. So now whenever if this profile is not needed, if it is no longer required in future, then we can remove that custom profile from your organization. But standard profiles can be simply editable, but we can't remove that standard profile. These are not removable over here. But custom profiles can be customizable as well as removable also both. Okay? Clear? Now, in this case, where we can see all these profiles information over here. In order to see all the profiles information, we are using a navigation over here. So now to see all the profiles, we have to go to the setup menu, go to the administer menu in the left panel, go to the manage users. Inside that we are having an option called as profiles. So this is the navigation we have to use in order to see the profiles information available inside my organization. So to see the profiles information, whatever the profiles it may be standard, it may be custom, whatever we have created in the past also. All the profiles information will be storing inside an object called as profile object, and then those profiles information we can able to see by using this navigation. Now, let's see the practical part. Let's go to my Salesforce.com organization to see the profiles. Go to the setup menu on the top right corner. Okay, and then go to that administer menu in the left panel. You will be having that administer menu. Inside that we are having that option called as manage users. Go to the manage users and expand it. Inside that we have an option called as profiles. Okay, we have an option called as profiles. Just click on this profiles link in order to see all the profiles available inside your organization. So whatever the profiles that we have inside my organization, all the profiles we can able to see by using this navigation here. So these are the various profiles are available, everything we can able to see. So now totally how many profiles are available inside my organization now? 36 profiles are available over here. Totally we are having 36 profiles are available, which has been given by Salesforce by default here. Okay, so these are the 36 profiles are available inside my organization right now. Now, we can able to see all the profiles also over here. By using that, the navigation buttons are available. We can see the remaining profiles also. Now, so now here in this case here, we are having so many profiles are available over here. Okay, we are having so many profiles are available. These are the names of those profiles over here. Okay, this is the name of that profile over here. And this is that associated license. Okay, this is the associated license name. Each and every profile should be associated with a license. Okay, now let's see over here the first profile here. So it is indicating Analytics Cloud Integration User. This is one profile. This profile is belongs to which type of license? Analytics Cloud Integration User license here. This is the license type. Now the second profile, analytics cloud security user. Here the integration user, here the security user. Both the profiles are different. But this profile is also associated to that similar kind of license over here. Now it is indicating this is also the same license type. This is also the same license type over here. That means what? License name is same, but the profile names are different. So that with one license type, we can have multiple profiles also. That's what we have discussed over here yesterday. With Salesforce license type, we can create the first profile, second profile, third profile also here. All these profiles are associated to that Salesforce license type over here. Okay? Now, even though you may be having one Salesforce license also, even though you may be having one Salesforce license, we can create multiple profiles also with the same license type. Depends upon your requirement, we can assign that profile to the user. Whenever I'm creating the user, so if I'm assigning a profile to that user, automatically, profile will collect one license from the organization that will be assigning to the user over here. Okay? Clear? Now, so now here in this case here, so when coming to that profile, we can create the multiple profiles with the same license type. Now tell me, this profile is a standard or custom? How do you know? How do you know this is a standard? There is a column is available which is indicating that whether this profile is a custom profile or standard profile. So in this case, if it is a custom profile, it will be having a tick mark inside this. But we don't have any tick mark inside there. That means it is a standard profile. If it is a standard profile, just we can able to make it editable, but we can't remove this standard profile from your organization. We don't have any remove option. We can make it clone or we can make it edit over here. That means we can able to edit that option up to some extent, not all. Okay? So now here in this case, whatever the standard profiles has been given by Salesforce, standard profiles are editable up to some extent only, not fully customizable. So that here, don't assign the standard profiles to your users. Please create your own custom profiles and then assign that custom profiles to your users. Okay? Clear? Now, in this case, how can we create our own custom profiles over here? Now let me show you some more information over here. These are the various profiles are available inside my organization over here. Okay? Now, so now here in this case here, with the license type here, Salesforce license type, let me show you that. Now. So now tell me here. Now what is this license type now? Salesforce license here. With the Salesforce license type, how many profiles are available? This is one profile. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one. This is the fifth one. This is the sixth one. Multiple profiles are available. But the license type is what? Salesforce license only here. That means what here? Each and every profile should be associated with the license, and then one license will be associating with that multiple profiles over here. Okay, this is the association. Okay, now. So in this case, we can able to identify whether this profile is a standard or custom profile here. Okay, now. So now here in this case here, if it is a standard profile, just we can able to customize that profile. That means we can able to enable or disable the permissions on the required features, but we can't remove that profile from your organization. And along with that, we can create our own custom profiles also. That possibility is available. Depends upon your requirement, we can create n number of custom profiles also. Then how to create our own custom profiles? Now let's see practically in this case here. Okay, now. Now let's see. Creating the custom profiles. So how to create this custom profile, and then what is that navigation process, we'll see practically. Then what type of profiles we need to create, we'll see here. Whenever if you want to create that new profile, okay, by your own, just you can go to that navigation process here. Go to the setup menu. Go to the administer menu in the left panel. Go to the manage users and click on profiles link. So once you click on this profiles link, now it is listing out all the profiles available inside your organization. But now I want to create a new profile. So in this case, click on new profile button. Click on new profile button in order to create a new profile. So once you click on this new profile button, it is going to be asking you to clone an existing profile. You can't create your own custom profile from the scratch. Just you can able to take some existing standard profile and make it clone, so that all the options will be available to you. From there you can decide which options to be editable, that means which options to be enabled, which options to be disabled over here. Okay, now here in this case here, now select the existing profile from the pick list to be make it clone. Enter the new profile name in the text box. Enter the new profile name inside the text box and then click on save button. So then automatically a new profile will be getting created. Nothing but a copy of that existing profile will be getting created. A cloned copy. Okay, a cloned copy will be getting created here and with the specified name whatever we have given. And then that profile we can able to assign to your users. In order to do the practice of security features, if you are able to create the users up to this part, if you are able to do up to this part, okay, then only you can able to do the practice for the remaining features. If the users are not available, we can't do the practice of the remaining thing. So that here, user management is very, very important. Okay. Because if you're having the users, then only we can able to make the visibility. We can able to restrict the features also. Okay? Now. So now here in this case, how can we create this custom profiles? Now let's see practically here. So now I would like to create the profile. I would like to assign that profile to my users. Whenever I'm going to be creating the users, we need some licenses, right? Yes. Without the license, we can't create the user record. Now tell me what type of licenses available with me right now. I'm having one Salesforce license is available with me. I'm having 3 platform licenses available with me. With these 4 licenses, I can create 4 users here now. Okay? Now. So in this case here, I want to create a profile which is of type Salesforce license type, because one Salesforce license is available with me. So I would like to assign that license to this user, so that I need to create a profile of that Salesforce license type. Second one, I have 3 platform licenses with me here as part of my free developer edition. With these 3 licenses, I can create 3 users now. Now I want a profile which is of type platform license type over here. Okay, I need a profile which is of type platform license type here. Why? Because is whenever I'm creating a user record, if I'm assigning a profile, then the profile is already linked to your license type over here. It will collect one license from that organization. Automatically, the license will be getting assigned to the user. So that here, upon assigning the profile to the user, first of all, we have to make sure, so now this profile is associated to which type of license, whether it is related to the Salesforce license or platform license. If it is related to some Salesforce license, then we have to verify whether we are having Salesforce licenses are available with me right now or not. We need to cross-check that. Okay, if the Salesforce licenses are available with me or not, we need to cross-check that. If the licenses are available, then only we can able to create the user, or else Salesforce won't allow you to create the user record. Okay, so we are not mapping the license directly to the user. Just we are going to be assigning the profile to the user. Automatically, it will be mapping the license also by default over here. Okay, so now here in this case here, okay, now here in this case, whenever we are going to be creating the profile, then depends upon the available license types, we have to create the profile here. So now here we are having the 4 licenses are available right now with me here. So now Salesforce licenses 1 is available and platform licenses are 3. Actually, Salesforce licenses 2 available, but 1 is already in use by my Salesforce administrator over here. So now 1 license is in use, 1 license is available with me here. With that license type, I would like to create 1 user here. Okay? Now, then how to create this profile? Now let me show you practically in this case over here. Okay? Now, create the below 2 profiles. First one is here Salesforce licensed profile, because we have 1 license available. That means 1 Salesforce license available. Okay. Then how can we create this Salesforce licensed profile? Now let me give you that information here. In this case, clone that existing profile of type Salesforce license. Now select that existing profile name here. Standard user profile. And then give the name here. New name. I'm giving like some CIS Salesforce profile. I would like to give the name as CIS Salesforce profile. That means here we have a profile called as standard user profile. So this is the standard profile which has been given by Salesforce, which is of type Salesforce licensed profile. Okay, which is of type Salesforce licensed profile here. Now I would like to clone this standard user profile with a name called as CIS Salesforce profile. This is the name I would like to use. The second one, platform licensed profile. Because we have 3 platform licenses available. Now, select that existing profile. Standard platform user. This is a profile which has been given by Salesforce, which is of type platform license. And give the new profile name. I'm indicating CIS platform profile. So these are the 2 profiles I would like to create right now here. Once the profiles are ready, then we can create the user records. Now, done? Now. So now let's see how can we create these 2 profiles over here. So now I would like to create a profile which is of type Salesforce licensed profile here. Okay. I would like to create a Salesforce licensed profile and I would like to create a platform licensed profile over here. Now, this profile I would like to assign to that 1 user, and this profile I would like to assign to that the 3 users over here. Okay, totally we are going to be creating 4 users inside my organization here. Now, so now let me create that profile, okay, which is of type Salesforce license. Now, so now tell me in this case, how can we verify whether a profile is related to which type of license? This profile is related to which type of license? How do we know? Just you can go to that user license type over here. Or else, if you're opening this particular profile also, here also we can see that. Once you click on this profile name, then you will be able to see that this profile name is System Administrator Profile. This profile is associated to a license called as Salesforce license here. Okay, so this is a standard profile which has been given by Salesforce. Now it is indicating the custom profile checkbox is unselected over here. Suppose when you try to modify this one, now if you want to do any changes inside this here, now here we can verify that what kind of permissions we can grant through the profile. Let me show you over here. Now click on this edit button to grant the permission to the users here. I'm not granting any permission. Let me show you what kind of permissions we can grant. By using this profile level, we can grant the permissions on your applications also over here. We can grant the permissions on your applications. We can grant the permissions on your application tabs, nothing but object tabs over here. We can grant the permissions on administrative permissions we can grant. And we can grant the permissions on general permissions also. General user permissions also we can grant. And then we can grant the permissions on object level. Each and every object level, we can grant the permission. And what operation the user can do in each and every object. Whether he can able to see the record, whether he can create the record, whether he can modify, whether he can delete the record or not. Each and every permission we can able to grant on object level. Each and every feature we'll see in detail concept also here during that profiles concept here. Okay, and then we can grant the permissions on session settings. We can grant the permissions on password policies also. That means here how frequently you have to change your Salesforce account password over here. By default, Salesforce is giving the 3 months time, nothing but 90 days. For every 90 days, Salesforce will enforce you to change the account password over here. But upon giving that new password, upon changing the password, what kind of rules that we need to follow? Each and every option will be getting available over here. So generally, when you try to change the password of any of that account, any of that the application, it will be having some limitation like here. Your password should be having minimum, okay, alphabetical characters, numerical characters, special characters also. Like that, we can able to specify the complexity rules also inside that here. And along with that, we can specify. So now, whenever we are going to be changing the password, your new password should not be equal to the three previous passwords also. You will be having some certain rules. Like that you can set over here. Upon changing the password of my Salesforce account, how many previous password it has to remember. Like your new password should not be equal to the previous 3 passwords. Your new password should not be equal to the previous 5 passwords. Like that we can specify. Salesforce can able to remember up to the previous 24 passwords here. That means your new password should not be equals to the previous 24 passwords over here. Up to those many number of passwords Salesforce can able to remember over here. It is indicating that over here. Now, so now the password remember here. Up to the previous 24 passwords it can able to remember over here. So upon giving a new password here, that should be always a new password we have to provide. The previous 24 passwords we can't able to reset again here. Okay. Whenever if you are giving some wrong invalid attempt, that means here when you go to your bank account, if you are entering that PIN number 3 times wrong, automatically account will be getting locked for 24 hours. Like the similar way here also we can able to specify how many invalid attempts to be get allowed over here. We can give either 3 or 5 or 10 or no limit here. If you are giving some option like some 3 times I have entered the wrong password, at that time account will be getting locked. Then after how long time your account will be getting reactivated again, you can specify lockout effective period also here. Like 15 minutes after or 60 minutes, or it may be that 30 minutes, it may be the forever also here. Like that, we can set each and every option. We'll see each and every option during that profiles concept over here. Okay, how to set this one. Now we can able to specify the password policies also. Next, along with that, we can specify that here. What page layouts the user can able to access, we can grant through the page layouts with the help of profiles. We can specify the field level security also with the help of that profile. We can specify the record type settings also with the help of profile. And then we can specify the login hours here. We can specify the login IP ranges. We can specify enabled Apex classes, enabled Visualforce pages, external data sources, named credentials. Each and every feature permission we can able to grant in one place with the help of profile. Okay. Whenever if you want to grant the permission on any one of these features to the user, then first of all, we have to come to the profile, grant the permission from there. Okay. Now, so in this case, how can we create our own custom profiles? Now let's see practically here. So go to the profiles option. Now it is listing out all the profiles which we have inside your organization. Along with that, we have a button called as new profile button in order to create your own new profiles. To create a new profile, click on this new profile button. Now, it will ask you to clone an existing profile here. Which profile you would like to make it clone? We can specify that profile name over here. Select the existing profile which you would like to make it clone. So now here, for example, here, I would like to create two profiles here. Now, one is of type Salesforce license based because I'm having one Salesforce license available with me. And then I would like to create one platform licensed profile because I'm having 3 platform licenses available with me here. Okay. Now, in this case here, I would like to create one Salesforce licensed profile. So that here I would like to clone a profile called as standard user profile. I'm selecting that existing profile as standard user. Now this profile is of type which license over here? Salesforce license. How do you know? Now, it is indicating clearly inside the user interface itself here. Whenever I'm selecting the profile, it is indicating to which license this profile is associated over here. Suppose if you're changing that profile name over here, we're changing the profile name here, it is indicating what is the license to which it is associated over here. We can able to verify that information also. Depends upon the profile name which are selected, it is indicating to which license type this profile is associated right now. Now I would like to select the profile called as standard user profile, which I would like to make it clone. So now this is the profile which I would like to make it clone here, which is of type Salesforce license profile. Now I would like to create a clone copy with the name CIS Salesforce profile. Okay, I would like to give the name as CIS Salesforce profile over here. So now this is the standard profile which has been given by Salesforce. Now I would like to create a cloned copy because I can't assign this standard profile to my user because here all the options inside the standard user profile cannot be editable. For that one, I am creating a cloned copy by my own with a different name called as a CIS Salesforce profile, and this profile I would like to assign to my users. Okay, so now I'm going to be cloning this profile with the name CIS Salesforce profile. This is a name that I have given over here. You can give any name for your profile, whatever you want here. Okay, now click on save. Done. Your profile has been created successfully with the name CIS Salesforce profile. That means here we have created a copy of that standard profile, standard user profile with a name called as CIS Salesforce license profile. Now this profile is associated with which license type over here? It is associated with that Salesforce license. Because I'm having one Salesforce license is available with me, so I would like to assign this profile to the user. Okay? Clear? Now, the next one. I would like to create one more profile here, which is of type platform licensed user profile here. Because I'm having 3 platform licenses are available with me. Yesterday we have discussed how to see what licenses are available and then how many has been given by Salesforce by default, how many we have used, how many remains when the license will get expired. The whole information we can verify inside that user licenses section, inside that the company information section. Okay, now. So now let me create that one more profile which is of type platform licensed user profile. So now let's go to your Salesforce instance, go to the profiles, create a new profile now again. Click on new profile. So now I would like to clone an existing profile over here, which is of type platform license base. I'm selecting the standard platform user profile. Now this is a profile which I would like to make it clone. Now this profile is associated with which license type? Platform license type, Salesforce platform license over here. Because I'm having 3 platform licenses available with me over here, so that I would like to create a profile of that platform license type. Now I'm giving that name as CIS platform profile here. This is the name I'm giving over here. For my profile, I'm giving the name as CIS platform profile. Okay, I would like to make the cloning of this profile standard platform user, and this profile I would like to make it clone with a name called as CIS platform profile. Because this is a platform license to the profile, that's what here clearly I'm indicating inside that. Just by looking into the profile name itself, we can able to understand which type of license this profile is associated. For that one, we are giving this kind of names over here. Now click on save. Now the second profile is also ready with me over here. Now CIS platform profile is also ready. So now this profile is of type the Salesforce license, platform license type over here. Okay, clear? Now, so this is a way we are going to be creating the profiles inside our organizations. Instead of creating the profiles from the scratch, we have to make it clone by selecting any one of the existing profile. Okay, select any one of the existing profile of the associated license type and then make it clone and then assign your custom profile to your users whenever it is needed. Okay. Now here in this case, as of now, we are ready with that licenses, we are ready with the profile. Licenses are given by Salesforce by default here, and then profiles, we are ready with the profiles right now. We have created the profiles also. Now we are good to go with that, creating that Salesforce users. How to create the users? Now let's see practically in this case here. No, profile can be creatable. Even though if you don't have the licenses available with you, profile can be creatable, but we can't create the user. Okay, we can't create the user. Now, in this case here, just we are going to be indicating the license type. Based on the license type, we are creating the profile. Okay, license may be there, license may not be there over here. Profile can be creatable, but upon assigning the profile to that user, it will collect the license also. If the licenses are not available, it won't allow you to create the user record. Okay, now. So now here in this case here. So now here we are ready with that licenses, we are ready with that profiles also. So let me verify my profiles. Let's go to that profiles. Let's check our profiles over here, what we have created. We have created the two profiles with the name CIS, okay, Salesforce profile, CIS a platform profile over here. We have created two profiles over here. Now, so these are the two profiles we have created over here. Now, CIS platform profile, okay, CIS platform profile, which we have created now. So now when you verify this one, it is indicating clearly this is a custom profile which you have created. Okay, here is a custom profile which you have created. Custom profiles can be editable and this can be clonable and then we can able to removable also. If it is a standard profile, we can edit and we can make it clone, but we can't remove that here. Custom profile can be removable from your organization also. That possibility is available to you. Okay, now, so in this case, now I am having the licenses, I am having the profiles here. Now I am ready to go to create that users inside my organization. Then how to create that users? Now let's see practically here. How can we do the user management? Now let's see. Okay. Now, so now here in this case, we'll see the concept of user management. So whenever if you want to add a new user inside the organization, we need two things mandatorily. One is a license, second one is a profile. These two are mandatory over here. Without the license, we can't create the user record. Without the profile also, we can't create the user record. That already told you in the last session itself. For one user, how many profiles we can assign? Only one. For one user, how many licenses we can assign? Only one, not multiple over here. So that even though in the entry point of view, if they try to confuse you, okay, don't confuse with that. Say confidently, okay, stay with that answer here. A user should be associated with only one profile, with only one license, not multiple here. We can't assign multiple profiles to the same user. We can't assign multiple licenses to the same user. A user should be associated with only one profile, with only one license, not multiple here. Okay, now. So now in this case, how can we create this user record? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay, now. So now I would like to add a new user. Okay, I would like to add a new user inside my organization. Let's see how can we add a new user inside the organization and then what will be that user management process. We'll see practically over here. This is not a new concept. Okay, this is a older concept which you are aware of already over here. Okay, already we did this kind of operations here. Now, for example, I'm having my organization. So this is my organization over here. As of now, I am the administrator here. Okay, I am the administrator. So now I'm having a business. To automate my business process, I'm using this Salesforce account over here, Salesforce organization. So as of now, I am the only user is managing this entire organization. Depends upon my business, whatever the features are required, all the features I'm configuring over here. So my business is keep on growing. the number of customers are keep on adding. So, as a single person, I'm not able to manage this entire operations here. For that one, today, I have recruited one employee here who can work along with me inside my organization. Okay, today, I have recruited one employee over here. Assume that he is my employee here. So now today onwards, he is also part of my organization. Okay, he is also part of my business over here. He is my employee here. From now onwards here, along with myself, he is also able to do some of the operations here. In this case, if this person wants to do some operation, first of all, he has to log in into my organization. In order to log in into the organization, he should have some credentials here. So in this case here, what I want to do, for him, I would like to provide some credentials. How? I would like to add him into my organization as a user. Okay, I would like to add this person into my organization as a user here. I would like to create a user into my organization, so that user credentials I'm going to be sharing to him. With that credentials, he can log in into his organization, and then with my credentials, I will be logging into the organization here. Both are logging into the same application, and he is working on some different features. I'm working on some different features here, so that we can share our work also over here. Some work I will manage that, some work he will be managing those things. For that one, to share the workload here, to make that workload balancing, I would like to appointing another employee also here. So from there onward, this person also should be able to log in into my application, and he has to perform some operations. For that reason here, what I want to do is, I would like to grant the permission on my organization to this user also. In this case, I would like to add this user, okay, inside my organization. Then how can we add a new user into my organization? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, whenever we are going to be adding this user here, okay, whenever we are going to be adding the user, creating the user involves two steps here also. Creating a new user involves a two-step process here. This process already you are aware of, nothing different, nothing new. Okay, now, already you have created your own Salesforce account. Okay, everybody has created your own Salesforce account. Upon creating the Salesforce account, how many steps are available? Two steps are there. What is the first step? We have to fill up the registration form, click on submit button. Automatically with those details, Salesforce is going to be allocating some amount of memory inside the associated region server, and then that account activation link will be sending to your email ID here. That is the first step. As a step two, what we need to do, we need to activate that account by using that activation link. Like the similar way here also, the two steps are available. Nothing different. Same two steps are available. But here, I'm not filling up the registration form because I'm not creating a new Salesforce account for him. He is also one of the member of my organization. So that here, I would like to add a new user record within this organization over here. Then how can we add a new user inside my organization? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay? Now, in this case, when coming to the organization, in a organization, we can able to add multiple users also. Okay? In a single organization, we can have multiple users also we can able to add, but each user should have a license separately. Every user should have a separate license. Depends upon the number of licenses that we have, those many number of users we can add inside our organization. So now sometimes you can raise a question. Sir, for example, I'm having 2 licenses inside my organization. So I have added me as one user, and then I have added another user also inside my organization. Both the users are utilizing that account here. Now 2 licenses are full. But now today, I would like to add one more user. Then how? At that time, whatever the third license that we need to buy it from Salesforce over here. Whatever the additional licenses that we need to add some additional users, we need to buy the additional licenses by contacting Salesforce or by contacting Salesforce partners also. No need to contact the Salesforce.com organization directly. We are having so many Salesforce partners are available. By contacting those Salesforce partners, we can buy the required licenses also here. Like for example, come to a general scenario. Assume that I would like to buy an iPhone. Where you will go? Will you go to that iPhone company? No, I will go to one of that showroom, mobile showroom is there. These are the various partners like as LOT or Sangeeta Mobiles or Big C. Okay, like that we are having so many mobile showrooms are available who are the partners of that mobile manufacturer over here. Like the similar way here also, no need to contact the Salesforce.com organization directly to buy the license. We are having so many Salesforce partners are available. By contacting those partners also, we can buy the required licenses over here. Okay. Now, in this case, whatever the additional licenses that we need to buy that additional licenses by contacting Salesforce or Salesforce partners also. Now, in this case here, how can we add the user record inside your organization over here? Now, whenever we are going to be adding a new user record, please make sure that we should have a license, we should have a profile both. Profile is ready or not here. Please verify that profile also. Now we are ready with the profile, we are ready with the licenses also. Licenses are also available with me here. Now then how to create the user record? Now let's see practically here. Upon creating the user record, okay, it involves two-step process over here. Okay, it involves two-step process here. Then how can we create that user record? Now let's see practically in this case here. Now, let me give you the navigation. Creating new user. Now, it is involving two steps over here. As a step 1, fill up the user details. Okay, fill up the user details inside the user input form. User input form as below. User input form as below. Then where is that user input form over here? Now let's see practically. In this case, go to the setup menu. Go to the administer menu in the left panel. Go to the manage users. Click on users link. In order to see whatever the users are available right now inside my organization, we can see all the users information at one place that is called as the manage users. Inside that manage users, you will be having an option called as users link. By using this link, we can see what are the various users available inside my organization right now. If you want to create a new user, then click on new user button here. Click on new user button to add a new user record here. Enter the user details. Like enter the user's first name, last name, email, alias name, nickname, and the username. Username should be in the email ID format. Okay. And the title of the user, department, in which department he is working, in which division he is working. Select the role, select the license, select the profile, and select the active checkbox, and then click on save button. As soon as once you click on that save button, it will be creating a new user record inside your organization here. It will add a new user inside the organization, and the user activation link will be sending to the user's email ID automatically. So this is the first step in order to add a new user record. In order to add a new user record, first of all, we have to fill up that user details here. As soon as whenever a new employee has been joined into my organization, I will collect all the details of my employee, like his first name, his last name, his title, his department, division, his email ID, and his username, and then I would like to create a new user record here. Now, so now as soon as whenever you are submitting this user details, then Salesforce is going to be verifying with this username, do we have any user record is available in all the region servers here? Okay. In all the region servers, it will verify. Because here, username should be unique across all the region servers, irrespective of the region, irrespective of the server, it will verify that here. Okay, across all the region servers, your username should be unique. That means here, with the same username, we should not have two users. It may be some different regions also, it won't allow. Okay, you may be creating the user from any region also, any server also, it won't allow here. Username should be always unique across, okay, all the region servers. Now, so now here, as soon as whenever I'm submitting this user details, it will collect that username. Based on that username, it will verify with this username, do we have any user record is available in the other region servers are also available or not. If the user is not available, then Salesforce is going to be creating a new user. That user's activation link will be sending to that user's email ID automatically by default. Okay. So once activation link has been sending to that user's email ID, from there, you know what the steps are common, nothing different here. We have to activate that user account by click on that activation link, by specifying the password, confirm password, security question, and the answer. From there, user can log in into the application and he can start working on that. Okay. Now, so in this case, as a step 2, activate the user account. Log in into that email application which you have specified. Open the email received from Salesforce. Click on verify account button. Enter the password. Confirm password. Security question and the answer. Click on change, reset password or change password. Now, the observation is it will activate the user and will redirect the user to the Salesforce account. This is the second step. What are the 2 steps that we have followed upon creating the Salesforce account? The same 2 steps we are following here also, nothing different. Now let's see the practical part. How can we create the user records? So now here I'm having 4 licenses are available with me. 1 Salesforce license, 3 platform licenses. With these 4 licenses, I would like to create that 4 users here. Now, I would like to creating the users here. First one is the Salesforce licensed user I would like to create. With that Salesforce license, I would like to create 1 user. For that user, I would like to give the name as development user here. I'm giving that user name as development user. With the platform license. With the platform license, I would like to create 3 users because we are having 3 licenses are available with me. I would like to create a user with the name manager user. I'm giving the names like this. You can give any name, whatever you want here. Now, customer user and the testing user. These are the 4 users I would like to create right now. Then how can we create these 4 users? Now let's see practically here. Okay. Now I want to create this 4 users right now. Then let's see how can we create these users one by one. We'll see practically now. So let me go to my Salesforce instance. In order to see what are the various users available inside my organization, I would like to go with this navigation here. Go to that administrator menu. You will be having that manage users option. Inside this manage users option, we are having the first option called as users. Click on this users link to see what are the users are available inside your organization right now. So these are the various users are available here. I'm having the user called as training batch user, so now which we have created. This user we haven't added manually by our own. Whenever I'm creating my Salesforce account, I have given the first name as training, last name as batch. So with that name, it is creating a user account to me over here. This is one user who is utilizing that, the profile called as system administrator profile. This system administrator profile is associated to the Salesforce license. That's what here it is indicating that here now one Salesforce license is in used. Okay, one Salesforce license is in used. Now in this case here, how many licenses are available right now? I would like to cross check that here. You know that how to see the licenses available here, where we can verify. Go to that company profile. Click on company information. From here also we can able to see. Inside that company information link, just to go to that user licenses section, here we can verify that here. Now Salesforce licenses. Salesforce has given two. One license is using by my system administrator user. That means training batch user. So that's what it is indicating. User license is one. One license is remains with me here. So with this license, I want to create a new user record here. I want to assign this license to a user called as a development user over here. Okay, and then I'm having 3 platform licenses are available with me here. 3 licenses has been given by Salesforce. I haven't used anything. 0 I have used. 3 are remains. These 3 licenses I would like to assign to these 3 users over here. So that with these 4 licenses, I would like to create these 4 users right now. Now in this case, apart from this particular place, do we have any other area? Do we have any other way to see the number of licenses, available number of licenses we have used? Now I will show you that one more option over here. Let's go to the monitor menu. Inside this monitor menu, we are having an option called as system overview. Okay, we are having an option called as system overview. That means what are the various features that have been given by Salesforce, how many we have used, how many we have utilized as of now, how much percentages remains, everything we can able to see that. This is one of the area which has been given by Salesforce to see the complete system overview. So now this overview is used to see only the user licenses over here. Now this system overview is used to verify all the features overview inside our organization. Now let's go to that system overview. Here we can able to verify that all the limitations over here. Now it is indicating over here. Now schema related here. How many objects we can able to create right now here inside my organization? How many custom objects we can create? In our free developer edition, how many custom objects we can create? 500? How many custom objects? Custom fields are 500. Custom objects how many? 400 custom objects. Now it is indicating that maximum of 400 custom objects we can able to create inside this organization. How many we have created as of now? It is indicating that 4. What are those 4 over here? I want to see. Just click on that number 4. It is indicating what objects we have created over here. A shortcut link will be available to you directly over here. These are the 4 custom objects we have created. Now, so let's come back over here. After that here. So now in this case here, data storage, how much data we can able to store inside your entire organization? 5 MB of storage. As of now, we have stored 322 KB of data we have utilized. Okay. Now, after that here, when you come to that user licenses section, so now Salesforce licenses, how many Salesforce licenses Salesforce has given to you over here? Maximum of 2. Now it is indicating the half of this particular bar will be indicating with the green color. That means 50% has been utilized. That means 50% you have used. That means one license is available or utilized over here. This is the license which you have utilized. Now this license has been assigned to whom? Just you can click on this one. It is indicating that here, now that license has been assigned to a user over here. That user is called as the training batch user. Okay, now. So in this case, we can able to verify that here. So by using the system overview also, we can able to verify how many licenses has been given by Salesforce. Now Salesforce licenses, they have given how many? 2. 50% utilization is over as of now. That means here, one license is already in use, one license is in remains. Now, I want to assign this license to a user. I want to create a new user with this license over here right now. How can we create this new user? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay. So these are the two ways are available. We can go to the company information. You can go to that, the system overview also over here. Okay. Here we can see the pictorial format. Here it will be simply displaying like as a tabular format to you over here. Okay. Now, so now let's see in this case, how can we create a new user record? So now go to that user section. You will be able to see all the users available inside the organization. Now I want to create a new user record. So click on new user button here. Click on new user, specify the user details. So now specify the user's first name. I'm indicating like as user development. Okay. I'm indicating that email ID over here. I'm indicating my email ID. You can give the same email ID which you have given upon creating the Salesforce account also. For all the 4 users, you can give the same email ID, no problem. But username should be always unique. Okay, username should be always unique. Now, username I'm indicating over here. I'm indicating that the user development. Okay, user development, some 86. Okay, I'm indicating that user development 86. So now this is the email ID here. Okay, this is the username I would like to use. So now this username I'm going to be indicating like as user development 86. Now the nickname, I would like to indicate that user development 86. Nickname I'm indicating. The title, he is a developer. And then company, some MNC. Department is some development. Division, I would like to indicate some IT division over here. So I'm indicating the title of this particular user, company name, and the department in which he is working, and the division in which he is working here. So upon creating this user record, few fields are mandatory. Last name is mandatory. Alias is mandatory. Email is mandatory. Username is mandatory. Nickname is mandatory fields. Along with that, here we are having role. So now you can raise a question, sir, we don't know what is a role. No, upon creating that user record, even though the role field looking like as mandatory, but this role is not mandatory upon creating the user. As of now, we don't know what is the role. We haven't discussed what exactly the role over here. But even though we can able to create the user record here, let me show you practically. Now here in this case here, upon creating the user record, we have to indicate what kind of license you would like to assign to the user here. Now here what licenses are available with me. So now in this case here. So now whenever if you want to assign a license, now whatever the licenses are available with you, all those licenses names will be getting populating over here. Okay. Whatever the licenses available with you, only those license names will be getting populating over here in this case here. Suppose for example, now I will create a new user record by assigning the Salesforce license over here. Now, how many Salesforce licenses we have right now? 2 licenses here. Totally we have 2. One is already in use. Okay, now we are having one is available with me. With this license, I'm creating this user over here. After creating this user, when you try to create one more user at that time, this name Salesforce will not be visible to you because Salesforce licenses are full. You don't have Salesforce licenses available with you. So whatever the licenses are available with you, only those licenses will be getting visible over here inside this list. If the licenses are not available, that license name will not be visible to inside this list over here. This is the indication we can able to verify whether the license is available with me or not over here. Okay. Now, so now here I'm having that Salesforce license available with me, so that I'm selecting that Salesforce license I would like to assign. So now with this Salesforce license, which profile you would like to assign to the user over here? So now select that profile over here. These are the various profiles are available which are associated with that Salesforce license over here. Okay, these are the various profiles are available which are associated with that Salesforce license type. Okay. For this license, these are the various profiles are associated here. Okay, that already told you for one license type we can have multiple profiles also. This is the license type. These are the various profiles are related to that Salesforce license type. From this one, most of the profiles are standard, which has been given by Salesforce, but I don't want to assign those standard profiles. I want to assign my own, which we have created over here. I have created two profiles. One is Salesforce, CIS Salesforce profile. Second one is CIS platform profile. But platform profile will not be visible to you because I have selected the license type as Salesforce license over here. Only the Salesforce license profiles will be getting visible to you. Now, this kind of feature is called as what? What is this feature over here? Upon selecting this license, like as some Salesforce platform, the platform profiles are getting visible. This feature is called as what? Field dependency over here. Okay, this is a field dependency concept internally. Now, so now here I'm selecting that Salesforce license. Now with the Salesforce license, whatever the profiles are available, all the profiles will be getting populated. Select the profile which you would like to assign. So as a best practice, okay, as a recommendation from the Salesforce, please don't assign standard profiles to the users. Please create your own custom profile and assign the custom profile to the user only. So we have created our own custom profile. I'm assigning this profile to the user right now and make that user to be in active status right now. Now select that active checkbox. Now click on Save button. As soon as once you click on the Save button, with that username, it will verify that. With this username, do we have any user record is exist or not in across all the region servers? So if the user record is not available, it will create the user record over here. Now once a user record has been getting created, that user's activation link will be sending by the Salesforce to your user's email ID automatically. Upon creating this user record, whatever the email ID we have specified, to this email ID, Salesforce will send that the account activation link. Let me go to that activation link over here. I'm going to my Gmail account over here. So now you will be receiving an email notification from Salesforce in order to activate your Salesforce account. Now, so we have received one email notification over here from Salesforce. Welcome to Salesforce, verify your account. So now it is indicating that here. This is the username which you have created. From now onwards, you have to log in into your application with this particular username over here. Now activate this user account. Click on Verify Account button. Now change the password. Specify your password, confirm password, security question and answer, and then click on Change Password button here. I'm entering the password here. I'm selecting the question. In what city was your first job? I'm indicating like Assam, Hyderabad. Now click on Change Password. Once you click on Change Password button, your password will be getting resetted for your user account. It will redirect the user to that user account automatically by default. Okay? So this is the user account that we have. Okay? This is a user account. Now this is a lightning experience over here. Now I would like to move to that classic experience. Go to that last option which is available on the top right corner. Click on Switch it to Salesforce Classic. Okay. So now click on Switch it to Salesforce Classic over here. Now this is the user. Now tell me who is the currently logged in user right now here. User development. Development user is a logged in user over here. Now for this development user, what license that I have assigned here? Salesforce license. Salesforce license is granting the access on what features? All standard and all custom features. Now let's verify. Go to that applications over here. Let's verify what applications he can able to access that. Now tell me, what applications he is accessing right now? Only standard? Only custom? Or both? Both. He is able to access talent acquisition, which is our custom application. Merck Story Pulse, our custom application. These are all our standard applications. He can able to access each and every standard application, custom application, standard tabs, custom tabs, standard objects, custom objects, each and every feature he can able to access over here because we have assigned Salesforce license to this user. Okay? So now in this case, depends upon the license which we have assigned, the associated features will be getting visible to the users over here. He can able to access each and every functionality also over here. Whatever the standard applications and the custom application, standard objects, custom objects, everything they can able to access over here because he is having the full rights on that here. Okay? Clear? This is how we are going to be adding the user record inside your Salesforce instance. Okay? Now, so now let me come out from this user account. I want to go to that, my administrator account over here. We have done with that activating that user. So let's go to my administrator account over here. Once you click on this any link, it is going to be redirecting you to that login screen. Log into your administrator account over here. Okay. So now I have logged into my administrator account again here. This is my user account, training batch user. This is nothing but my administrator account over here. Now tell me in this case here, how many Salesforce licenses are available right now with you? How many licenses are available now? 0. All are full. How can we verify? Just to go to the system overview, refresh this user interface here. Now, how many are available over here? All are full. So now it is indicating that here, it is indicating with a red color indication. That means both you have used 100% utilization is over. So now if you need some more licenses, then we can able to contact Salesforce. Contact us to obtain additional Salesforce user licenses if you need. Whatever the licenses they have given to you, if those licenses are full, if you don't have any more licenses, if you want to assign some more licenses to some other users, then buy the additional licenses by contacting Salesforce. Okay? Clear? Now, so this is a way we are going to be creating the user record inside your Salesforce instance over here. Okay? Yes. Because a user will be in active status only here. Just you have to change the password, that's it. Okay? Active checkbox. User will be in active status automatically. License will be getting assigned over here. Okay? Yes. If you are deactivating the user, license will be returning back to you over here. We'll see that concept next. That is the user management topic over here. Feature license in the sense which is going to be granting the access on that particular feature only. Okay, not all the features over here. Feature wise, like as only Service Cloud related, we can able to buy one additional license over here for that particular user. Okay, now. So now in this case, we have created one user right now. We can see that users also. Let's go to that users. We can able to see that user account as well here. So along with the training batch user, we are having a user called as development user. This is the user account over here. This user is in active status right now, which is indicating there is a column is available over here, which is indicating that whether this user is in active status or not. For this user, which profile we have assigned, we can able to see that profile information also. For this user, we have assigned a profile called as CISS Salesforce profile over here. Okay, we can able to verify the whole details of this user at one place itself. Okay, clear? Now, so now let me create the remaining 3 users also one by one. We are having 3 more platform licenses are available with me. Now I would like to create 3 more users over here. Now click on new user. I'm creating that. The 3 more users over here. User manager. Email ID, I'm giving that same email ID over here. Username as user manager 86 @ gmail.com. I'm giving the nickname as user manager 86. Title is he is a manager. Company some MNC. Department some development. Division some IT. He is a manager for the development department here. Now for this user, I would like to assign some license over here. Now tell me, do we have the name Salesforce? Why? Salesforce licenses are full. We don't have any licenses available, so that name will not be visible to you. We have the platform licenses are available with me, so that I would like to assign that platform license here. Select the profile which you would like to assign. We have created our own custom profile with the name CIS platform profile. Make that user in active status here. Okay. Now click on Save. Now this user record will be getting created by Salesforce over here. Now this user activation link will be sending to that user's email ID automatically by default. Okay, now. So let's go to your email ID. Now click on that activation link. And then specify the password, confirm password, security question, and the answer here. Better to maintain same password for all the 4 users, or else you have to maintain an Excel sheet again here. Username, password like that here. Okay. Now, in this case, it's better to maintain the same password for all the users. Now, click on change password. Now, this user is associated to what type of license over here? Platform license. Platform license is granting the access on what? Only custom functionalities along with few standard objects over here. Now let's see. So now what applications he can access now? What applications is accessible now here? Only that custom application like as platform and then talent acquisition and then Mercury Pulse. Sales application, service application, marketing, content, charter, site.com, these applications are not accessible because platform license is purely granting the access on that custom functionalities, and along with that few standard objects over here like as account, contact, document, task, and the event objects over here. Okay, remaining objects they cannot able to access over here. Okay, remaining objects they cannot able to access over there. Remaining customer standard application they can't access over here. Only the custom applications we can able to make it visible to the users with the help of this platform license. Okay, now, so now let me log out from this user account. So now let me log in into my administrator account over here. Because the whole session will be getting logged out. That's what here I'm logging into my administrator account over here. Now, so let's go to that system overview right now. So now tell me how many licenses, platform licenses we have used now. Salesforce platform licenses, how many we can create? 3 maximum. 33% utilization is over as of now. That means 1 we have used, 2 again remains over here. 66% is remains still. With those 2 licenses, we can create 2 more users here. We have 2 more users are available, customer user and then testing user over here. I would like to create these 2 users also right now. Let me create these 2 new users. Go to that users. As of now, we have created training batch user, development user, and the manager user. Now I'm creating 1 more. User, customer. Email ID, I'm giving that same email ID over here. So now username I'm indicating like user manager 86. Title, he is a customer. Company, some MNC. So now department, some sales. Division, some IT. So now in this case here, we don't have any Salesforce licenses, but the platform licenses are available, which means still 2 licenses are available. So now this option is visible here. I'm going to be assigning that the platform license profile as well. So that there is CIS platform profile, which we have created. Now click on save. So with this name already a user record is available here. Okay. Now I'm indicating that user.manager86. Still, duplicate nickname. This see here. So it is not only verifying within our organization, across all the region servers, it will verify here. Now, so now my user record has been created successfully over here. So this is the customer user. Now, let's activate your user account. I have received that email notification from Salesforce. Verify that account. Specify the password and the confirm password. So I would like to indicate the security question and the answer. Now for this user also, what kind of profile we have assigned, what kind of license we have assigned. Same platform license. Here also he can able to access only that, the custom functionalities over here. Let's go to this customer user. Customer user also will be able to access only custom functionalities, because for this user also we have assigned the platform license only. Platform license is granting the access on only on the custom functionalities along with few standard objects here, not all. Okay? Now, so after that here, let's go to your administrator account. Log in into that account again over here. So here keep on, we are logging out from that user account, we are logging into administrator account, again log in, log out. So these kind of things will be keep on feeling difficult. Okay. So for that one, few people will open multiple browsers. Okay. One Chrome browser, one Internet Explorer, and one Firefox, and one some Opera, one Safari, like that multiple browsers they will open here. But no need to maintain multiple browsers. From one place itself, keep on, we can able to jump from one user to another user also. We'll see that concept in tomorrow's session over there. Okay, now, so let's go to that system overview now. So now in this case here, how many licenses we have used? Platform licenses we have used 2. Still one license is in remains with me over here. Now, with that license, we can create one more user record also here. Okay, now, clear? How to create the user records here? Now. So do the practice on this one today here. So by tomorrow, I'm expecting everybody should have all these 4 users. Okay? Create the profile first. Create all the 4 users here. Okay? Create the profile. Create all the 4 users. I will pick up the person randomly. Okay, in the class. Okay, 2 people here. Okay? From this row, 1 people. Okay, from this column, 1 people I will pick up here. They have to log in into their application. They have to show all the 5 users. Okay? Now.